shooting family, what's up? This is my Vortex Optics Pro GT tripod, and I've had this for quite a while. It's been used, abused, and used in many different ways. Some of them were not in the intended method. One of the more common methods here, I've either put a spotting scope, or in this one I have my Fury ranging binos on it, and works wonderful for stuff like this, glassing an area, ranging stuff, using your spotting scope. I even put my chronograph on here, and we'll shoot off my chronograph for pistol velocity, which works fine, but it's not super sturdy. It's great for camera equipment, things like that, but is not really built for anything heavy, which we'll get into in a second. I have used it for that, and I have shot coyotes and stuff off of it. Got a little adapter off of Amazon, able to put the Arca system on here, which is my preferred method, and I have several Arca lock rails that I use on several different rifles. And this is a very easy way for me to accomplish that. But the problem is even on here, this is not really built to be shot off of. But the cool part is I get to play with Vortex Radian Carbon tripod. And so I haven't opened this yet. I haven't checked it out yet. I'm going to do that kind of right in front of you and kind of see how what we have in here is going to work. It is relatively lightweight, so that's going to help. We're coming in at 6 pounds. It will go a max height of 64 inches and a minimum height of 7 3/4 inches. So we can squat this thing way down, or we can have it up pretty tall. We're going to see what we have in here. A leveling head, counterweight hook, spiked feet multi-tool, sweet, and a carrying case, and a quick release plate with 1/4-20 thread, which I'm guessing is probably like the other piece that came with this, where 1/4-20 thread seems to be pretty common. But we're also going to shoot off of this with a couple of different rifles. So this is what I'm commonly working with whenever I'm going to have a camera or tripod. I'm going to have basically Arca lock system on here that I can swap and put my rifle on. It's got a 1/4-20 thread in the middle, the female side here, the male side from a Pro GT adapter. You can see I can use that butterfly wing, if you will, to back that out and change it. But with the, I have a small Arca piece here, male piece, inexpensive camera holder for your cell phone, and it gets me by for stuff like this. Good part is if I have this piece and I keep it for my camera, I no longer need this piece. I can move it over to Pro GT for other items, or I can even take this adapter plate here and make this specifically for my camera mount, and I don't have to worry about that now that I've got 2 tripods. Alright, so before we tear this open, why Arca? So Arca Swiss system is pretty common in the camera world, and it's kind of taken over a little bit in PRS. And a few guys like me have jumped into it pretty early in 3-gun, and I see it growing in popularity all the time. With that in mind, why? So let's say you're shooting 3-gun, you're shooting open. I can use a ton of different accessories. I can put on small, sticky little bags. I can use larger bags. And there's even a larger game changer size bag that goes to this, and these all work with the same Arca system on here. When it comes to bipods, it's kind of the same thing. You know, here I've got my worn bipod, throw a lever, move it back and forth. Over here I'm going to just go ahead and take it off. So with that in mind, I've got several different accessories that go onto it that make this, being ready for that, pretty exciting for somebody like me. I've got 4 different rifles that are all clones of each other, the exact same Arca lock system, and a bolt gun with it as well. And that's going to make it to where I can literally hunt just about what I want off of this. So let's open this thing up and see what we've got. It's a nice outer bag, nothing else in there. Actually, really nice little case. Guess we're gonna have some shoulder straps or something to hook here to carry it easier. That is a monster. All right. Please do not eat. Shoulder strap for the bag, carry bag if you will. You have some bike feet. I'm probably going to get some use out of that in deer season. Noticeably more substantial multi-tool than what I've seen with previous Vortex items. Got, see, a carabiner, got a way to open your beer, several Allen keys in here, instruction manual, leveling head, and the carbon tripod. I'm not going to read that. Nobody reads instruction manuals. So, let's toss this to the side. Let's play with this. So it says it can do varying heights. The only way this thing is going to get low enough to possibly get down to 7 3/4 inch. We're going to learn this on the fly because I don't feel like checking the manual. So pulling out here. And now we are, it's actually going to be pretty awesome for shooting prone. You're going to have to back this out in order to be that low to the ground, which comes out very easy. But that's pretty impressive. We have a large surface on the Arca system here. So if I grab my rifle, by the way, is empty, and I wanted to slide this in here, I am now ready to move on that, and the head on here is pivoting and moving with my rifle. It's freaking slick. So, pull that back out. Set the legs up a little more like I'm going to be standing off of it. Simple instructions here: unlock, unlock. And I can tell you already, I am not tall enough to shoot off of that. Some of you are going to have jokes about that, I'm sure. Quick and easy to set up. In order to be able to use this here pretty soon, I'm going to have to remove at least one of the stickers. And in order to play with this before it comes out, I may have to actually go through and paint it, which will kind of suck because this thing looks really good. We've got lock from here for the head. Everything under here is for your tension. So, ball rotates here. Get our rifle. And this is a heavy pig, by the way. Helps if you get both sides in. Alright, so rifle's pretty well balanced in there. Make the adjustments needed. Lock down, fire. Adjustment needed again. Level my gun. It's pretty sporty. So I'm going to zero this gun in with the Razor 1 to 10. Take it, get some steel out. Set the steel out to about 600 because I'm shooting a 308 and getting ready for a match where I'm going to have to shoot to 600. So the steel set for that, we're going to shoot off of this and see how it does versus how I'd normally do it prone. So far, I'm pretty impressed. And I put the counterweight hook back underneath and hung my Area 419 Armageddon Gear Game Changer under there. adds a little weight to the tripod, stabilizes things just a little bit. It's kind of one of those PRS tricks. I'm probably not good enough to eke all of that benefit out. So the question is going to come up, you know, exactly how stable is it? And I sighted this on the target. It is loaded, everything else. As long as I don't influence the gun too much, we shouldn't have too many issues. But, I mean, not really a shock that the Razor 1 to 10 was only a few clicks to the right. So I got that adjusted over, a couple clicks more, and we're pretty much on there and ready to go. You just see gun here from the tripod. Right up there is the target at 400. Not crazy long distance or anything like that, but this is holding the left edge. There is a little bit of wind out. And I've cleared all the cattle out, and I've got everything set on the gun, and we're gonna try a like a 600-yard no look, because I already set it up a little bit. Let's confirm that. And then ding.